All right, we're back at NAFA 2023 on the floor of the Expo Hall in Baltimore. We are here with Lori Olson from Geotab. Lori, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bob?
Yeah, doing great. Thanks for being on the show.
Of course. I love what you guys are doing, and it's fun to hear the podcast
Appreciate
every
you
week.
being here, Lori. Thanks.
Yeah. So Geotab's a telematic provider. Shoot. If I had a mic on, that might actually work better.
Hey, and we are live.
Yeah. So no bad words. No, just kidding. I know, right? So anyway, Lori Olson, thank you for joining us. Geotab's telematic provider. We use it at my company for our drivers who have been naughty, and we try and change their behavior. What's Geotab doing these days with safety?
Well, safety is what got me into fleet, and it's what keeps me in fleet. It's not just even about the drivers, your drivers specifically, but even the drivers that they're around, right?
Correct.
Keeping everyone safer on the road and getting them home is always so important. So, I mean, on the telematic side, obviously we can track speed and aggressive driving. We can add in cameras to be able to see what drivers are doing behind the wheel, as well as mitigate what happens outside of the vehicle around them too. And being able to marry that data for a complete safety scorecard for the drivers is going to be really key to be able to coach and to then say, what's the next step? How can we help you be safer? How can we help others be safer? Specifically in the role that I have with our forward-facing customers, being able to work with them and look at the data and see what are the trends of the speeds, the max speeds, what are we seeing them doing so we can make better coaching choices. One of the big things that most folks know about at this point is our marketplace and the partnerships that we have with so many different providers to be able to use the data that predictive coach will be able to come in and automatically say, oh, you need coaching in this in 3 to 5 minute segments. Or if you have lone workers, be able to say, okay, a lone comes in and says, let's keep this person safe. Let's touch base with them. Are they checking in regularly? Being able to, like I mentioned, adding cameras to be able to see what they're doing, what others doing around them. And ultimately being able to have shutdown opportunities for the phones so they're less distracted, which is, we know, is a huge component right now. I know
it is.
That's been your biggest thing. Distracted driving is the worst thing that we have on the roads right now. So
it's number one cause for most preventable crashes.
Absolutely. So being able to mitigate some of those challenges and being able to use data with the insights to make actionable changes for the future is a huge impact.
Yes. Well, thank you for what you do with Geotab. Like I said, I do use it. We use the safety course scorecard. Would love to learn more about some of the things. So I'm looking forward to having Geotab. We use it through our fleet management company, but I'm sure some of these things will be available even through FMCs.
Absolutely. I mean, being able to, we've got a number of different partners and resellers that collaborate with us, and whether it's the FMCs or value added resellers is what we call them, our partners, to be able to collaborate to work with whoever needs the solution. There's an opportunity to get that into there. And some of the fun changes that are coming with the UI for my Geotab include a new safety center to be able to see you as the fleet manager to make better actionable insights on what you're seeing with the data too.
So that's something new that's coming, or is it ready?
It is. It's available on feature preview on what's my G 10.0, and once we get to what we call 11.0 is another upgrade on the user interface. There's so many cool interactive data points, and the data connector can go into Power BI, so you've got additional insights that can action with the data and integrate with other information that you have for your fleet too.
So it creates a whole picture of what the driver's doing, and you can actually then drill down to the areas that need to be improved.
Absolutely, whether it's vehicle centric or driver centric, being able to pull in and marry the data with everything else that you have, and whether maintenance, because you have to be able to keep up on maintenance to keep the vehicle safe in order to keep the driver safe.
You go to the doctor for a checkup, don't you? Right. So you want to stay healthy. Well, your vehicle needs to stay healthy as well. And I think that the whole maintenance issue with telematics is so important. It's just people need to maintain their vehicles, and this kind of forces them to have to do that. Which again is just one aspect of it. But I also like what you said about the the video with and maybe including it. When people say, "Oh, well, it's video, it's so intrusive and everything," but quite often that video can exonerate, or the telematics information that you receive can exonerate the driver.
Yes.
So, and let's face it too, if they know it's being monitored, you can't tell me that it's not going to change the behavior of that driver. That driver's going to drive differently. There are going to be some knuckleheads.
Absolutely.
Technical term, knuckleheads who, are going to need more. But I think it absolutely is one of the steps necessary to try and get drivers just to conform and start driving safely, build the good habits.
There are definitely customers that have added cameras and they haven't had to do anything else because the drivers know that they're being recorded. And it's not necessarily to catch them being bad. It is to, as you mentioned, even exonerate them in incidences, which pays for the solution in the end too.
Absolutely. There's far too many fatalities on the road, on our roads today. We're in the fleet industry. We don't want to lose any fleet drivers. We don't want to lose anybody on the road. But there's so many safety partners here, so many companies that are doing everything for safety. And if there's something that you can get from this show to keep your driver safe, that's what we should all be doing. So yeah, thank you for what
Absolutely.
Geotech does.
It's always better to be proactive than reactive.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
Thanks,
with that,
guys.
we're speed
Appreciate
podcasting,
you,
and that's the end of this one. So yep. Good.
Okay, we got to do our fist bump.
Oh yeah, let's do fist
Okay,
bump.
so
We've been
that's
fist bumping.
All right. Okay, that's
Nice.
Aaron Gilchrist, the one who was on before you did that. So that's kind of a thing.
It's a thing now.
Yep,
All
we're
right.
gonna keep it going.
I like it.
Lori, thank you so much, and have a great show. And
Thanks.
I'll let you know when this is ready.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
All right, thank you. We done?